Good morning and welcome to this edition of the Castanetti Community Archives. I'm your host, Dawn Siegel, and today we'll go behind the scenes to discuss house flipping. The most important thing in house flipping is choosing the right property and being patient when choosing it. It's very important that you choose the right property because if you pay too much at the beginning, the whole thing is worthless. So it's the three things that I would typically find most important and I would suggest is number one, you can't find a property to flip that has anything clearly objectionable about it, such as high tension wires or being on a very steep hill or a non-functional floor plan and things like that. I'd look for at least 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms so that it's a property that will appeal to the large majority of the population. And in terms of price, I look for something like something maybe that has a failed septic or some large renovation need that would make it undesirable to most people so that the price will be extremely low compared to the market value of similar properties. If you don't know how to estimate the cost of the renovations, it's important to involve a contractor or someone who's knowledgeable about that, because it's really important that you have proper information on that so you can make a good decision about what you want to offer. You need to work backwards and determine what your renovation costs are and the market value that it will be after renovation so that you can make an offer on it that will allow you the room that you need to make the renovations and still make a good profit. I wouldn't suggest renovating any property where you can't get at least $50,000 profit in the end, because it's time consuming. You know, it's a big job, and you really need to make at least that much money to make it worthwhile. At least for me, that's my suggestion. In terms of the next thing that you need to find is a good contractor. You need a licensed contractor to do some things, and you need someone with CSL, a contractor supervisor license, for anything where you're going to pierce the envelope of the building or put on a new roof. Obviously you need licensed contractors for the plumbing and heating and electric. But personally, I like to only use licensed contractors where they're required, because obviously they're expensive, and I'm able to find handyman type contractors who are not licensed but are capable of doing everything for roughly $20 to $25 an hour. So I break it down. Instead of giving the job to one contractor to do the whole thing, that's the easy way to go if you don't want to spend a lot of time on it. But if you have the time to invest, I would only use the licensed contractors where necessary and use unlicensed but still skilled people to do the other work, which is the majority of the flip anyways. The painting, tile, flooring, things like that do not require licensed people. The third thing that is really important is staging the property and marketing. And just a few things, a few pieces of furniture in the right places and some flowers and things like that make a huge difference in the pictures and the presentation of the property. And also the marketing. I find that if you take a lot of time for coming soon pictures and social media posts, you build up some excitement about the property and build a clientele before it actually hits the market, so that you can have a very good open house and hopefully sell the property right away at the first open house and make a good profit. So good luck. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help. And thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to hit like and subscribe so you always have access to new content from Castanetti Realty Group.